Okay, hello. I have to crouch down just a little bit because I cannot find a good angle today, so I don't know what that's about. I'm very sweaty. I just got through with my stage movement class, which is really just, oh, wait, there we go. Good angle, all right. So I just got through with my stage movement class, and just a little thing about stage movement, that is a class. It is exactly how it sounds. It is all about movement on stage. It goes through like a small section of like stage combat. We went through like a little bit of dance. And the reason I'm so sweaty is because we're now doing the very last section of class because, it's about to be finals week. The semester is almost over. We are doing Commedia dell'arte. I love Commedia dell'arte. It is so fun. I think it might, bear with me on here, but this is a weird connection, but I think this is why. I'm a huge nerd when it comes to like puppetry theater. So I think that's why I like Commedia dell'arte so much, because it focuses more on the masks than anything. And I really enjoy that because just like with puppets, you have to control the puppet to make it come to life. You have to control the mask to make your character come to life. I just really enjoy that. I think that's great. So anyway, so right now we are rehearsing it. And rehearsals are improv because Commedia dell'arte never has like it can, but it typically never has like a script. I could be wrong on that, but most Commedia dell'arte is like you always choose like the same. There's like a group of characters you can choose from, and they always stay the same, but the stories can always be different. And I really enjoy that. That honestly, it's kind of wholesome. That makes me feel like since it's the same characters but different story every time, it's literally just different stories of these characters' lives just in town. It's like a TV show. It's great. I love that. I play Il Capitano. He's a captain, he's a soldier, and he tries to make himself seem like he is incredibly strong and powerful and all that stuff. And he's not, he's a chicken. He's scared of everything. He's got a huge nose, and we had to make plaster like noses and like masks and stuff. I said noses, I meant masks, but I had to make like a huge plaster nose. It's right out there, and I wish I could show you guys, but I don't want to run and get it. I may add a clip of it at the end of this, but anyway, yeah, and it's huge. It really bends my nose when I wear it, but anyway, long story short, we were rehearsing outside, and that is why I am very sweaty. But I am full of energy. I had made an original video of this, but looking back on it, guys, I was so tired in that video that I was just talking nonsense. I was like, hey guys, I love theater. And I was like, okay, I am not going to post that. Because even though there's not many that watch my videos, there are still a few, and I still like to make good content for you guys. So anyway, we just a few days ago got finished with our improv show. If you didn't see it, it is still up on the Lone Star College Tomball Drama YouTube page. So if you want to go see it, you totally can. I was in that, had so much fun. I have said before in a previous video, improv rehearsals are just you having fun. And that is exactly what the show was, too. This isn't my first improv show, so every single improv show is really just that. It's just you and your friends on stage having fun and, trying to make everybody laugh. And, of course, we try to make the audience laugh, but this year we unfortunately didn't have an audience, so we were really just trying to make each other laugh on stage. And I think it worked. I think it was pretty great. So yeah, I had a lot of fun doing that, and that is over and done with, unfortunately. Wish it could have lasted a little longer because I really enjoyed those rehearsals. And like even now, like I'll come here and I'll be like, okay, so like, when work is over and school's over, like we're gonna have rehearsal, right? And then I'm like, oh wait, no, we're not. And and it's really sad. There were some people in the show who, you know, they're moving on to universities and stuff, and I'm gonna miss them, and it's gonna be really sad. But on a brighter note, I mean, shows are still happening. Like, we're still going to have shows. I mean, just in a few weeks, we are going to be putting on a show, which I am happy to announce I am the director of. I am so excited. I am beyond excited. It's just a short show. It's like 30 to 35 minutes. It's nothing crazy, but I'm beyond excited to do it because the last time that I directed anything like my own was in high school, and it was a 10-minute short, you know. And like, don't get me wrong, still grateful that I got to do that, but obviously, like, it was pretty juvenile, and I wanted something more. So this is going to be the first, you know, short production that I'm directing, and I'm just, oh my gosh, I'm over the moon about it. I'm super thankful that my professor, Jill Brummer, like, you know, is giving me this opportunity because I AD'd with her. I assistant directed with her for, you know, a few shows. So, you know, once you get that kind of experience, then opportunities like this open up for you. So if you're somebody who's in theater and you really want to like get your foot in the door with like directing and stuff, AD like for the director at your college, because if you do that, then it's more likely that you will be able to perform a show, like, you know, you direct a show on your own, because then that professor will know, like, oh, well, yeah, I know that they're able to do that because I worked with them. Yes, auditions are going to happen June 1st and 2nd at 3:30 to 6. And that is also the time that rehearsals are going to be. I hope I said auditions. I'm probably going to go back and check. I mix up rehearsal and auditions a lot. Like, it's bad. I don't know why my brain does that. But yes, rehearsals are going to be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 3:30 to 6 every day. I think we're only going to have 3.5 weeks of rehearsal just because it's like a 35-minute show. It's nothing incredibly long. It's nothing super, you know, time-consuming. Well, not that it's not time consuming, it's just like it's not incredibly difficult to learn. So yeah, and then we are going to record it June 8th. June 8th? No, July 8th. Sorry about that. July 8th or July 1st, I think is when we're going to do it. I'll have to check. But yes, the only requirement for this show is that you have to be enrolled in theater practicum, because if not, then you're technically not enrolled for the semester, for like the summer semester, which means like you can't really participate in things. I don't know, it's like a whole thing. But needless to say, Mrs. Brummer, Jill told me that I need to make sure that all of my actors and my technicians and everything like that are enrolled in theater practicum, so they are actually able to do the show. So that is really super important if you're thinking about being in this show, that like as soon as you get casted, like you immediately like enroll in theater practicum. And if you have any trouble with that, you can just reach out to me or Jill, because that is no big deal. We can help you. But yes, to get to what the show is about, it is called Call Me Stan. But if you read it, it's Call Me Satan, but there is an extremely small A between the S and T. So it looks like Call Me Stan until you look at it closer, which is the whole joke. It is a short show about a mother and father who are going to visit their daughter because their daughter is now living with her new boyfriend that they have not met yet. And of course, since they're her parents, they want to meet him, so they go there. And whenever they do finally get to meet him, they can clearly see that he is the devil. And I mean, he is like decked out. Like, obviously, since because of COVID and stuff, we can't do like red paint or anything like that, which is really sad. That's super unfortunate. But we're still going to do like a red mask or something. We're going to do like red horns. Hi, Sin.
Hi, I don't know if I was allowed to speak. I don't know.
It's fine. I'm recording for my podcast thingy.
Okay. Do you want your glasses?
Yes. Thank you.
I was like, what's happening? What's happening?
I will not cut this out because I am too lazy. Anyway, I digress. So the character Stan, he's going to be wearing a red mask. He's going to have the horns. We're going to make sure he is decked out completely like the classic devil. It's going to be really fun. I really want to work with that. That's going to be super duper fun. And the whole joke of the show is that her parents can clearly see it, but she's oblivious to it. Like, she has no idea what they're talking about. So there's little jokes here and there about that. It's really fun. I really enjoy it. The script is originally, they originally have British accents. Do not fear. I am not going to make anybody do any British accents. So that is no problem. Anyway, yes, so that is what we can be looking forward to. That show. As of right now, I don't know any shows that Jill is thinking about putting on. I know that she has shows already in mind that she's this is what we're doing, but I do not know what they are. If I do find out, I will let you guys know, only if Jill is fine with letting people know. Because sometimes directors don't like to announce their shows until they want to, which is completely understandable. It's the whole act of surprise. But yes, anyway, my show, rehearsals, like I said, you guys, I mix up rehearsals and auditions. Auditions are coming up June 1st and 2nd at 3:30 to 6. It is going to be a really fun time. I really hope you guys can be a part of it somehow. I will have openings for literally anybody. There are going to be 4 people in the cast, but if you don't get casted, have no fear, because I'm going to need technicians. And if you're somebody in theater, I can't say it enough that just if you want to be an actor, you still need to have some technical experience. I mean, it is pretty common for actors to at least know some stuff, what happens backstage. Because being a part of theater isn't just being the actor, it's being part of the company and being able to help people whenever you can to make the show as good as it can be, which sometimes means being a technician. So yeah, that is what I wanted to talk about that show. I'm very excited. Like I said, improv show just ended. If you want to go see it, it's still up on our YouTube page. So I would be overjoyed if y'all went to go see that, because it is very fun. I personally cannot watch it because I hate watching myself. I hate watching a recording of myself. It is quite frankly the worst thing in the world. But besides that, if you want a good laugh, I suggest going over there and watching it. So yeah, I mean, I think that's all that I really had to talk about. I know that when I originally started making these videos, I said that I was going to do like a show of the day, talk about a certain show or anything like that. And then I just kind of drifted off from that. And I think that was just because as soon as I started making these videos, the semester started rolling and we had shows coming up and we had this and that and this and that. And I really only focused on talking about our shows that we were doing, and interviewing people who were in the show and things like that. And so I didn't really think about, how I was hey, weren't you supposed to just talk about theater? So I can get back to that if anybody wants me to. I think that would be fun, and I think it would certainly make the videos a little longer. I guess I can do a musical of the week, and I guess I will choose I don't know. Yes.
I heard musical, and I was I heard musical.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so the musical of the week that I will choose to talk about is probably Bat Boy, the musical. It's a really good time. It's about a boy. It's a bat boy. They find him in a cave. And that is the gist of the whole show. Is that they find this boy and then they educate him. And there's a lot of crazy plot twists. But the plot isn't necessarily what got me into the show. It is the soundtrack itself. For a show that is quite frankly ridiculous and makes not a lot of sense at all, the music is really good. And it has really good, like, actors in it. It has Carrie Butler. I love her. She's amazing. And I was, like, very shocked to find out that she was in this. But yeah, so what I would do is look up the soundtrack. I don't necessarily know if you want to look up the actual musical itself. It's a little freaky. But if freaky is what you like, then go ahead and watch it. If not, if you just like good music, then just go look up the soundtrack. You can find it literally anywhere. But that is it. That is all I have. And that's all I have for this video too. I talked about everything I needed to talk about. So I hope you enjoyed watching the video. Goodbye.